Venezuela. It'll be Oberan in the white judogi, Barrios in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Judita Pisarova of Slovakia. This morning's, well, today's #1 seed. And I like to refer to the #1 seed who doesn't make it to the final, but still comes back to fight for a bronze. I'll normally refer to this contest as a save. At least you've come out of it with something. But you don't want to leave without being on the podium, and you started the day as the #1 seed. So here's the save for Odivelas Barrios. There's been this thread that has run through Barrios' day today, when from time to time she looks a little bit rushed and a little bit untidy in some of her attacks.
Yeah, especially when it's a fight with an extreme left to right stance. What we've seen here, or what we do see here, Oberan is really extreme left-handed, and Barrios has some trouble with it, to keep the right arm out. Already picked up 1 penalty. Again, strong left hand.
I suppose the same could be said of Oberan with regard to some of her attacks. And it's the speed with which you're able to move from a really strong kumikata into a strong attack. It looks as though they're so rushed into the attack that they hardly have time to set up proper kumikata. I'm not sure what you think about that, but...
Yeah, but it's also difficult when you put like 90% of your power in the kumikata, in the gripping, then you don't have so much energy left to launch a big attack. And you can see that almost, well...
Yes, just...
Owazari scored.
The left leg going in there. Slightly hidden, but it was there. And Barrios went over. Hang on a second.
Yeah, I don't really see it, but from this angle it's difficult to see. I think it's gone. Yeah, and this is the right decision.
They weren't able to decide, because I had a completely different feeling. The left leg from Oberan going in, but Barrios attempting her own technique, so better to give no score.
So better placement of the right arm now from Barrios on the lapel. So she has to fight. She has to fight out of this situation now, because it's Oberan who looks really dominant with that left hand. Yes, and that's why she got the second penalty now. Ooh.
Didn't like that, did she?
No. So a few more seconds. And 4 minutes are gone, and we're into golden score.
There's no chance to settle and begin to work on anything. As soon as the hands are on, they're both leaping into really what to me look like poorly prepared attacks. That's why they're weak.
Well, that was one of the first attacks from Barrios. So again, strong left-handed grip from Oberan. And switch to the other side. Yeah, you see the confidence growing for Oberan. Every time it's quite easy for her to grab her opponent with the left arm, putting pressure on her. It continues. It's the same all the time, you know. And you don't see a change of direction. You don't see a Kouchigari or a Ouchigari. You have to think of something else, because now it's just waiting until, like, this is something else. Yeah. And now
And the
on the other side.
As close to a score as we've seen.
Yeah, well,
could have been a landing.
I'm sure that they're watching it.
Yeah, freeze the frame and
more often.
Could be. No, not quite. It was close.
That was the first time Barrios tried something else,
And it was left and right.
Yeah, and almost with
Or
the
right,
result.
left, yeah.
Because this is what we've seen, and
that's not going anywhere for the last 6.5 minutes. So. Second penalty picked up by OBERAN now.
yeah, for Barrios, you know, OBERAN is not going to do anything else. She will go for this left-handed grip and is not going to do something else.
More out. Oh.
Yeah, you almost stood up.
Yeah, out of my chair. It doesn't take a lot for you to recognise an action, and there was just a moment there when Barrios looked as though she could get herself into a position to bring something off, and then it was gone.
Yes, close, but straight for the arm lock. Can she get the arm out? Yes, she could, but it was already Mate. Let's try that one-sided Kataguruma to the back one time more. That's what brought her almost to score.
Yeah, she put in 2 strong attacks.
Yes, well, at least she tried something else, because every time when she's waiting, you know, this left hand of OBERAN will come.
Yeah.
That's the score. Wasari scored for OBERAN. After almost 5 minutes into golden score, 9 minutes of fighting, it's OBERAN for Croatia that wins the bronze medal.